Boo, boo, boo.
Alright, we're live. We're live.
Yeah, if I can get this Oreo. No. Oh, fell. 5 second rule, hurry up. Go, your Oreo. No, well, Liam already has his. Are you not eating?
That's hilarious.
You already had? Alright. It's all
Um,
you, dude.
Let me just post it on Instagram real quick, and then we'll just start.
Me? I'm eating applesauce. No, dude. You can't see. No, look. Confirm it? No, I'm not canceling parlays. What? Canceling, you make that.
We have one cancel tonight.
One cancel a night, bro. If you don't make money, you're just bad.
That's bad. How much money can I put on cancel?
Up to 100.
Actually?
Yeah.
Let's go. I'm gonna figure it out.
But like, I'm telling you, if it's a parlay and you lose, you can put a parlay, and if you win, good shit. If you lose,
No, that's not. I actually have 100 canceled.
yes. But like, bro, don't like
I
some.
was gonna say it was like a plus 1,000.
Okay. It has to be on Curry or LeBron.
Actually?
No. Who's playing tonight?
Where's
Warriors. Yeah, throw it on the Warriors. That has to be it. Yes,
that
has.
has to be it.
Wow, what's the money line?
Who are the Warriors playing?
It's an
And
even
Suns,
money line.
Suns don't have.
Yeah,
Booker.
throw 100 on.
Suns don't have
Throw
Booker.
100 on the Warriors. 100 on the Warriors.
What? Just straight
Yes,
up?
100%.
Just straight up?
Or you're not, or you don't have to. But then just I'm not canceling those bets.
But then you cancel they lose.
Yes, the Warriors.
Alright. Let me get my Twitch.
Yeah, do I have your trust?
Yes, I told you. Yes. Yo, what are we getting to eat, yo? If we don't have a reservation, go to a random place in Park City.
Why? We can't get res?
Not at Shaba. We have it for tomorrow at 7:45. We could go to Saki, that sushi place.
Oh,
Alright, Tush.
Alright.
Let's fucking start this shit.
All right, let's get it.
Yo, my boy said he watched it and he said we gotta stop playing with our hands so much. We doing too much with our hands.
Okay. I like that.
Alright.
I like that. Let's lock in. Let's focus.
Yo, you gotta tell the people in the room dip out. That shit's
Hey, everybody in the room, I need 30 minutes of quiet. Don't go with the low cut. Hot tub.
that shit's echoing OD.
Sophia.
Alright.
no, Sophia's like.
Should I throw up on the tape? Alright, what you wanna start with? NFL or NBA?
Start NBA.
NBA?
Yeah,
Alright.
for sure.
So Lakers and Sixers sit atop the West right now. West and East. What are you thinking with that? You think that holds with the Lakers and the Sixers? You think someone takes the East? You think Clippers sneak in for that Western number 1 seed? What are you thinking?
I mean, I think the Lakers are the best team in basketball indisputably. I think they've shown that night after night. It's funny how last night, whatever that game was fluked, obviously. LeBron didn't want it bad enough. If LeBron wants to beat the Sixers, he's going to beat the Sixers. They're never going to lose the Sixers in the series. The thing about the Sixers that I don't like is they don't really have a closer other than a beat. I don't like a back-to-the-basket closer. You're relying on a lot of fouls and bullshit, bro. Like, to be honest.
No, 100%.
Obviously, he is the closer, but I've never seen – I guess the Mavs with Nowitzki. Like, other than that, I've never seen, like, your best player being a big man and you win.
Yeah, but even the Mavs with Nowitzki, They had a Jason Kidd. You know, they had a Jason Terry.
Terry, yeah, they were filthy, bro. Filthy, stupid,
Hmm.
absolutely unbelievable. Um, but no, I think the problem the Sixers are gonna run into, fucking dumbasses. The problem the Sixers are gonna run into is the fact that Ben Simmons can't shoot the ball, and he has the ball 80% of the time.
No.
So similar to the Bucks, obviously he's less dominant than Giannis. I think that's going to be a problem for them in the playoffs, 1,000%. Because the thing about the playoffs is the games are slowed down. Obviously, there's a more stake. It's less run and gun. That's the tempo that Ben Simmons needs to play at in order to be successful. And it's hard to achieve that in the playoffs. And a lot of teams are going to intentionally slow the game down just to kind of take him out of the game, if that makes sense. I think the Bucks are a more legitimate contender out of the East than the Sixers. I mean, obviously the Sixers have had a great start. You can't really take much away from him. I don't think anyone's going to argue the Lakers aren't the best team in the West, let alone basketball. They're the favorite to win it, as they should be. They got the
No.
best player in the world. They got the MVP.
What about the Utah Jazz on that 9-game win streak?
Dude, that's funny. I've been watching a lot of Jazz games, dude. I'm in Utah, and I really like the way they play basketball. I think they're pretty well-rounded. I think Donovan Mitchell has been playing out of his mind. Gobert, super solid. Um, I think that's a team that you have to watch out for out of the West. I don't think they're a contender to the Lakers just because of matchup wise, whatever. But like, I think they can beat the Clippers. I think they can beat the Mavericks 100%. I think they beat the Blazers.
Hmm.
Those guys are tough, man. Like, those guys they play hard. They're young. They want it. They haven't been super successful in the past decade or so. So I
Exactly.
think they have a fire under them to really compete.
No, definitely. I agree with you. That Utah team, it's one of those teams like a Miami last year where they're bought in. They're bought in. They're all playing for each other. It's like even like a Knicks early couple games. Like no one thought Tibbs would be able to get everyone on get everyone on that defensive boat, get everyone going 100%. Utah Jazz they're playing really good. Are they better than the Clippers? I don't think yet. Paul George and Kawhi have just been hooping. They look like how they should have looked last year. It just looks like they're not fucking around this year. That time management is not even in the same discussion. Like they're just trying to play. And I'd compare them to Kansas City. It's like they're not even thinking about the regular season. They know they're gonna get to the postseason. They're waiting for that matchup with the Nuggets again, and they want the Lakers in the postseason. And I think that's going to happen in this postseason. So
The danger's ass.
no, definitely.
I hear what you mean. I don't think they want the Lakers at all.
I
I
think
think that they know in order to win, they have to beat the Lakers. They're not like nobody wants the Lakers, bro.
I think Kawhi and Paul George are saying, hey, like people counted us out. People are saying, oh, we
They're
gave
on their
up to the
luck.
Nuggets.
Yeah.
Cruz said, "What
They're
do you guys
washed.
think?" Cruz said, "What do you guys think about Shaq said?" I was gonna bring that up. So you heard about what Shaq said about Donovan Mitchell, right?
Who said that? Crew?
Cruz, my boy from the Pork Chop
Oh,
Squad.
word.
So yeah, also, yeah, I saw that. To begin with anything, like I respect Shaq for saying it the way he said it. He said it right to his face, straight up. Maybe the timing of him saying it wasn't the best. He just played a great game with his team. They had a dominating victory. He balled out. Maybe he shouldn't have done it in that exact moment, but when he did do it in that moment, it was kind of just like, and he was just like, he kind of just was like, oh,
Spur of the moment.
but I loved Mitchell's response. All he said was, all right, okay, that's it. Nothing. He didn't even say anything back, and that's why I just
It was
love
a spur
Donovan
of the
Mitchell.
moment thing. Yeah.
It's
Yeah, Mitchell's
interesting.
humble, man. He plays hard. I mean, he's a Westchester kid, man, in the NBA. Him, Pascal, these boys are really showing up.
He'll be a Nick one
We
day.
got two of them.
I put money on it.
He'll be a Nick one day. Yo, Pascal, Mitchell. Yo, so they used to play on
Hey, you
an
together.
AAU team out of the city, called the city. Yeah, it was Mitchell, Pascal, and one other head who was 30, and he plays in college, or he did play in college, whatever. But anyways, they were a top team, and then they both went to Rooster together.
Yeah.
Um, and whatever. They won the national championship at Brewster. Pascal had an interesting career, interesting path to the NBA, you could say, going to Fordham, transferring to Villanova, redshirting. He was like 25 when he graduated.
Yeah,
Works
no,
hard, plays super hard,
he's
kind
a
of like a
bully.
utility player. And then Mitchell's obviously a superstar.
No,
Yeah,
definitely.
and it's crazy how people saw Mitchell as someone who's so talented out of college. I didn't think he was great in college. I think he's great now. I think the difference is his ability to shoot the ball and create space off the dribble. And he's
Exactly.
really good, man. He's really athletic as well. So
No, definitely. I mean, back to the Jazz, like that whole team is just playing as a cohesive, strong unit. And Jordan Clarkson, like when he signed that contract this offseason, everyone was like, "Oh, I don't know about that. You're gonna pay your six man that much money." But yo, he's been more than worth that contract. He comes in, he's dropping buckets.
ball.
I think he's averaging
Yeah.
18 a game on like 50% from three, something like that. Like he's hooping. So yeah, Utah's a
He shoots, bro.
team to watch. I mean, I don't think they're on the level of the Clippers or Lakers yet. I think those two teams are on another level in the West, and then I'd put the Jazz and the Nuggets on that next
Oh,
tier.
1,000%.
Mhm. All right. So,
I'm saying they can compete with the Clippers. Like
oh, definitely.
pretend with the Clippers.
It'd be a fun series to watch for sure. I mean, watching Mitchell go up against PG, Kawhi, Pat Bev getting in his fucking like nose hairs, like yo, it'd be a great matchup. It'd be sick. I would root for Utah on that, but I just don't think they would win. Like I always root for these small market teams, yo. That's why I'm telling you. You don't believe me now, but watch these Pacers out of the East, yo. That's all I'm saying. Just watch, bro. I had a little heart attack the other night
I
when
mean, like it might be a second round exit, but if you there's no more than
I think they can make the Eastern Conference Finals if everything goes well. That can happen. Or do I put them in my top two as of now? No, it's Brooklyn and it's Milwaukee, but in the East.
in your top four.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying top two to be in the Eastern Conference Finals.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, are they in your top four to be in the Eastern Conference Finals?
Oh yeah, right now, yeah, it's
So you're
Milwaukee,
going Brooklyn, Milwaukee, Philly, them.
not Miami. Miami looks like shit right now. And it's like, yeah, it's because the COVID bug hit them, and like Jimmy Butler got COVID, but like, dude, still, it's like until I see it,
He's their best player by a mile. You
and
saw the way he brought those guys together in the playoffs.
100%, 100%. But until I see that kind of group unit, like that group kind of style that they were playing with in the playoffs last year in the bubble, come back, I'm not gonna put them above the Pacers who are balling. Malcolm Brogdon's balling on. Him and Sabonis went wild last night. I think Sabonis had like a 22 and 10 first game since he collided with he had that little like knee contusion. I thought he was gonna be out. Thank God. So. Hey, I'm just excited for
It
the
was kind of
Pacers.
scary.
Just excited.
Bonus plays hard. Bonus is tough.
So underrated.
I like watching Bonus play.
He's a barker.
Yeah, seriously.
All right.
Yep.
Let's go back to the West. So Golden State's obviously been struggling. Steph Curry's starting to pick it up. Do the Warriors fire Steve Kerr? What do you think?
What?
They've lost by
Is this just current incite an argument?
They've lost by more than 20, I think 4 or 5.
Fire Steve Kerr.
It's a topic. It's trending.
No way. No way.
It was trending
way.
the other night when they got smoked by like 30. I think it was to Minnesota. They lost to Minnesota without D'Angelo Russell or Cat. So I'm just saying it's
I don't know. Yeah, good question. No, I do not think they fire Steve Kerr. Do you think they fire Steve Kerr?
I don't think they fire him. I just don't. Goes back years, and like obviously we just started the show, but I've never been on the wagon that was like Steve Kerr's a good NBA coach. Like he was given Steph Curry and Klay.
He just had great players.
Yeah. When was his first year hired? Curry's MVP
Let
season?
me say this to you though. It's evident when they play. It's evident when they play that Draymond Green, that Stephen Curry love to play for him.
I think it's more that Draymond and
Obvious.
Steph like to play for each other, and I think that Steph realizes how important Draymond is to Steph Curry's success. Therefore, he supports it. But
I'm just saying, like, the relationship, like, on the court, like, physically, Steve Kerr and Stephen Curry, I feel like, I mean, they love each other.
and I'm not
I would like
saying
to
they
hear.
don't like him. It's like I'm not saying it's a dislike thing. I'm just saying out of straight basketball perspective. I just think I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it's the right decision. I'm just saying it's something to think about.
First time I've heard that.
Oh yeah, I've been listening.
That's the first time I've heard that.
It was on the Ringer NBA podcast. It was on the Brian Windhorst podcast, I believe. But it's not gonna happen just because. And another reason that I brought this up is because Kelly Oubre has obviously been playing like shit. He like just started getting it together recently, but he's still not playing too hot. And since Bob Myers, the GM, paid so much for Oubre to come, and Kerr was asked about Oubre's poor play the other night, and he was just like, it is what it is. Like, we're going to deal with it. We'll get there. We're going to deal with it. And it's not, oh, let's start Eric Pascal, even if it's for a game or two, just to say, like, he's playing better than you, even if it's. So I think money also has another.
Same thing they did with Wiseman.
I think money has a big part in this Warriors organization, and it's obviously not thought about as much, but I think that's definitely a reason of why Kelly Oubre's started as much as he has in this poor start.
That's an interesting topic. I think we can come back to that at the end of the season and have a better gauge for it. But like, I don't think their team is incredibly talented right now, and they're a playoff contender.
Definitely not.
I mean, I think they do meet.
So I mean, with the Warriors, so
like that. That's also
would you trade a Wiseman and the first round pick this year, or maybe the Minnesota pick that you hold because of the Russell trade? Would you maybe think about trading those two pieces for Bradley Beal, for that star? I mean, Bradley Beal is the only one that comes to mind just because of his situation right now. But
if they can get Bradley Beal, worse. But like, I don't want that to happen. I'm a Wizards fan, dude. That would be the worst thing possible.
Of course, hey, and
I don't think the Wizards would do that.
No,
in a million years. Bradley
Beal has said that he wants to stay in Washington. He wants to make it work, and that's all. I've always been a fan of Beal, and even though it's crazy, they're struggling, but he's still one of the best pure scorers in the league. He's still just one of the pure bucket getters in the league.
I mean, he leads the points per game, like 5 points.
Exactly. So we'll see. I mean, yeah, no one expected the start that this happens, but you also got to realize, like, stars don't just mesh off the rip. Russell and Beal need some time to, like, get their stuff together. Russ needs to find his footing in Washington, and then I don't think it's as bad as everyone's saying. Like, they still have a lot of young talent, a lot of young role players, and I just think that it's development. They just need to develop, and they need to see what they have and get where they, get that chemistry down, and that's a time thing.
Couldn't agree more.
So you'll like this one. You maybe get Bookie Sheps in here too. So LeBron is the favorite in, I believe, over 70% of sports books in the country to be MVP. Do you put money on it?
I mean, find me a sports book that doesn't have him as a favorite. I'm hammering. Yeah, I got money. He's the best player in the league. I don't think it's close. Him or Durant.
But hasn't he been the best player in the league the past who knows how many years? But Giannis gets the back-to-back.
He's playing really well, bro. He's shooting the ball. He's extending the floor. Like, he's putting up the points now. Like,
he's shooting the ball percentage-wise the best of his whole career.
I mean, yeah, man, but he's also shooting from the logo. Like, he's taking his game up a notch. If that could have been possible, but he's done it. He still reads the floor so well. He controls the game so well. He still attacks. He's so physical. But now, the fact that he can shoot from 35 feet out, you can't guard the guy.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. And it's year 18 that he's doing this in. It's
That's what I'm saying. He's only gotten better. It felt like he plateaued for a year, and he's only getting better now.
it's ridiculous. It's like when will we see that decline that people have been saying is gonna happen for 5 years? You know, like when is that going to? Because I don't see it happening anytime soon.
I think he's too good of a forward now. I think he passes the ball too well for a decline.
He does, and I mean, 100%. I mean, Anthony Davis hasn't been playing his best ball, and he's admitted that. LeBron looks like he turned like whenever he wants to try on defense. I mean, this has been his whole career, but whenever he wants to try on defense, he's a very good defender, whether it's inside or out. But it's that does he want to do it every play, and that's where I think that
a lot of it is off.
That's where I think that Giannis had that little edge last year with the MVP race, was that Giannis kind of brought that defensive intensity every game and had his 3 blocks every game and had his 20 and 10 or his 35 and 5. He was always kind of
you're right about that,
hitting one side of the fence or the other. So I think that had a big part. But now that's expected from Giannis these past 2 years, and it's not like he's having a bad year. He's having the same years he's been having. He's just an efficient scorer. He's a shitty, terrible 3-point shooter, but that's what his identity is. And until he changes it, that's what it's gonna be. So.
I mean, he's definitely working on his shot as well, but it's just not as natural for him as it is for some of the other guys.
No, not at all. And I've seen watching these Bucks games recently is actually they've been starting to tend to go to Chris Middleton down the stretch in clutch moments and let him take over.
Game, dude, 100%.
I like it.
1,000%. Yep.
It's the right decision.
I mean, he's their closer, dude.
He should.
It's just their best player, but Middleton's their closer.
No, 100%.
I think he should be their closer, dude.
100%.
Fucking Middleton's a dog.
Definitely.
It's kind of like a better Tobias Harris.
Yeah, no, for sure. All right, one more thing, and then we could get to the All-Star. We talk about a little bit of a couple All-Stars. So, Lonzo Ball and JJ Redick are on the trading block. Where do you think they're heading up? Where do you think they're gonna end up in? I'm feeling a little Clippers, a little LA reunion for Lonzo, just maybe some different threads.
For Redick.
Both of them. I think it's a package.
For Redick. I don't think it's a package, yo. I think Redick goes to the Clips and that team becomes dangerous.
Back to the
I don't think they want Lonzo. They don't need him, bro.
I don't think they want him, but I think they end up taking him because I think New Orleans is trying to package them as a two-piece deal, which makes sense because like you got to realize they're trying to get time to Kira Lewis and they're trying to give time to now a Nickeil Alexander-Walker, who, if you haven't watched any of his highlights, I highly recommend. He's gonna be a problem in this league, yo. Like, give him time. He's going to be nasty. Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Dude, the Clippers, Kennard and Leonard. I mean, Kennard and Beverly for Lonzo Ball and JJ Redick.
No, I don't even think it would be that. I think it would be more of like a... I think it would be like a Marcus Morris, maybe a 3-team trade, like a Morris. Shit, I don't know. Maybe like a Morris, a future second round pick, and then someone maybe one of their role players. Maybe I don't see them giving up Kenner just because of the money.
Dude, I think that their team is better though if it's Lonzo, JJ, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, as opposed to
Beverly,
Bev, Nard, Kawhi, and Paul George. I just feel like they're way more complete, dude, and they have a floor general. Like, playoffs, you need a floor general. I always say this. I don't think Beverly's an elite floor general. He's an elite defender. He's a solid point guard. He's not an elite floor general. They need an elite floor general.
That's a great point. I mean, back to that, though, about the floor general. Yes, Pat Bev is not that floor general, but Kawhi Leonard now averaging career high in assists. I think he's at 5.7, I'd say, which is career high by at least like 2 assists. And he's he's doing more of those plays that he's being more of a playmaker or decision maker in LeBron's fashion than we've seen Kawhi previously, where he's just bucket and lockdown, bucket lockdown. Now he's making the right reads. He's making the right plays.
He realizes he has to take that role.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, we shall see.
Yeah, I don't think he can do it though.
You don't think he'll be able to? And he's also one of the probably the biggest superstar that's averaging the lowest amount of turnovers. I think he's barely turning the ball over at like 1.6 a game, 1.7 per game. So I mean, he's having a great year quietly. I don't know. The Clippers are not getting a lot of heat, right? Not a lot of attention or heat or anything, even though they're top 3 offensively, top 3 defensively. They're killing it all around. So we'll see. All right.
We will see, dude. I'm not a huge believer in the Clippers, but we will see.
Nah. All right, let's get to the NFL. You want to apologize, or should I apologize first?
For a flood?
For not believing in Brady.
Dude, it's just like, yeah, I mean, I learned. I also think that the Chiefs are going to win by 10 plus points.
I think they would, yeah. I agree.
Like, dude, the Chiefs are like...
I don't think 10. I give them a touchdown, though. Yeah, for sure. Touchdown. I agree. This is the thing. I want to say it's not going to be a close game, and I want to say that Kansas City's offense is too overpowered, but the way that Bucks defense played last game and their defensive line just killed last game, I don't know what to expect from their defense. And it's like I know in a way what to expect from from Pat Mahomes and Tyreek Hill and Kelsey, but I don't know what type of strategy they're going to come out against Kansas City. Obviously, you can't let anyone behind you, but I just don't. I don't want to bet against Brady anymore, but I still might. And now this Bucs defense has just been killing it. So,
dude, I just think the Chiefs have such a unique offense that like you can't really prepare from. They have like that shotgun option set they run. It's so tough.
Yeah, no, you're right.
So tough.
So, what are some of your predictions from this game?
I think Mahomes throws for 400 yards. I think the game is tied at half. Slash the Bucks might be up at half, but I think the game ends up being touchdown or 2 possessions.
All right, I'm gonna write down.
But like every time I say this, it's over.
I'm gonna write this stuff. All right, give me a couple of your lock predictions. I'm gonna write them down. We'll get a graphic made. We'll post.
Plus 3 and the Chiefs minus 3.5 is a lock.
-3 Chiefs lock. All right, Mahomes. You said 400 yards. You think that's 100%?
100 yards for Mahomes. 100 yards for Mahomes. Yes.
All right.
Those are my 2 locks.
Who's the biggest skill? Who's the skill player with the biggest stat line? Excuse me.
Travis Kelsey.
Thinking TD, 102, 101.
Yeah, I say TD. I say he has 2 TDs.
All right.
Kelsey, I don't think they can cover him.
All right. Okay.
What about yours?
Yeah, I'm also gonna go. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. I'm just gonna play it safe on this one, even though it's not really safe against Brady. I'm gonna go Chiefs -3. I'm gonna go Brady with 3 picks. I'm gonna go Brady 3 picks again.
What, bro? Not in the Super Bowl. Third.
3 picks. I'm gonna go best skill player. I'm gonna go with See, like, dude, just like the demon in the back of my head, just saying like Scotty Miller is going crazy this game, but like it's just it's just not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Scotty Miller, bro. Yo, who's winning in the race? Who's winning in the race? Him or Tyreek?
Tyreek Hill.
You sure, dog?
Not even close, bro. Tyreek Hill was fucking. They speed up the game when he's fucking has the ball.
It's
that motherfucker is fast.
It looks illegal. Like it looks like literally illegal that there's a guy that fast playing in the league with a bunch of other guys that should be or are very fast.
Be as fast as him.
But they're just not.
Yeah.
They're just not. He's smaller. Yep. He's not as strong as anyone, but he's fast as fuck. Cheetah for a reason.
Yes, but he's stupid fast.
I'm trying to think of one more like interesting shit. You know what? I'm gonna go with, instead of, you said Kelsey's gonna be the biggest skill player. I'm gonna go with Mecole Hardman. I think that if I'm gonna take a gamble, I'm gonna think that, you know, the Bucs defense is going to come out. They're going to obviously try and keep everyone in front of them. They're going to try and minimize the Tyreek Hill bombs, the 20-yard routes that are wide open for Kelsey in the middle of the field due to Tyreek running an out route. But I just think that Mecole Hardman, Andy Reid's going to try to get Mecole Hardman the ball. And I think that he's going to make a big play or 2 or 3. And so, you know, fuck it. Let's put some... I'm going to go Hardman, 2 TDs. Fuck it. Big sense.
Okay, that's bold.
Big sense.
Super bold.
That's what I do.
One of us are, the other one has to donate 20.
All right, I'm with it. All right,
dude.
All right, bro.
That's pretty much it, right?
Shit, yeah.
We're going to have another podcast before the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'm down. We could do. I mean, we'll do Sunday or we got Thursday.
Like really geek out on the Super Bowl. Yeah, on Thursday.
We can do one episode
I'm gonna be
where it's
home
just
Thursday.
A complete breakdown. So if you want to just come here and we can do that breakdown and just do that.
That's fine. I'll come to your crib. Yeah, I leave Friday morning. But I'm down Thursday night for sure.
All right, bet.
Let's do that for sure.
All right, bet. We are officially affiliated. So thank you. Appreciate the love, the support. Oh, did Jack dip? Yo, that's mad disrespectful. Or did I hang up on him? I high-key might have hung up on him. Jack.
Yo, bro, I accidentally clicked out.
Oh, that's so disrespectful, bro. You did that. That's so fucked, yo.
Yeah.
Nah, I thought I hung up on you. I was like, oh, shit, I hung up on this kid, yeah. Nah, that's all right. Nah, I was just saying we affiliated, so I was just saying thanks, appreciate it. We're going to be posting a lot more content starting next week, so.
Yep, for sure.
All right.
Dude, and next week we're going to do like a bet stream, like a prop player bet and the games and the locks for the games. And like we'll talk about the games.
For sure. All right, yo. Thanks for pulling up. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
All right. Bye.